Whoa, it is so windy out here. You're probably gonna be like, oh my gosh, when you see this. Anyways, so some of you might not hop on this, some of you might, but I want to talk about host to post, how I host to post, how I win with it, how I get, there's 3 different ways that I get host to post out there throughout the day. So you can use this, write notes down, yeah, and get rolling with some host to post. So, the first way that I get host to post out there is directly messaging people and asking if they want to do a host to post. So I will directly message someone that I've already talked to before, or maybe I haven't talked to them before, and I start a conversation with them, and then I'm like, hey, do you want to do this? Okay. So the famous line that I use a lot is, and I use this, I got this, I want to say Amanda Penner had posted it in Diamond Divas at one point, but it just says, hey girl, I don't know if you've ever tried our products before, but how would you want to try one for free? Or how would you like to try one for free? Okay, I say that a lot, and I will message people saying, hey, I'm giving away free product, do you want in? So those are 2 huge things that I will say to people in order to directly message someone for a host to post. Once they say, yeah, I'm down to do that, or ask me what the products are, I'll tell them, you know, we have over 50 health and wellness products. You see my far right now. We have over 50 health and wellness products that are plant-based, and I have some goodies to give away. So you can say that, and then when they say, yeah, sure, I'll do that, then you say, all I'll do is send you a post to copy and paste to your wall, and depending who I sign from it, I will send you some goodies. Sound good? Okay, so you can write that. You could say at the end, you know, does that sound good to you? Or are you able to do that? Or anything like that. Hey, Colleen. So you can say anything like that when you're directly messaging someone. And then once they say, yep, okay, so then you can send them the cleanse host to post. I can post that below in the comments when I'm done this. You can send them the one for distributor signing. I can post the one that I personally use to send out host to post. And then you can also use one for keto coffee. I've been using that one a lot. Some people do it for hair, skin, and nails. Totally up to you. You have your own host to post set out. I know we have some samples of the, oh yeah, the cleanse does work really good. The keto coffee one's been working really good for me too. So I think we have some ideas on how, like, what host to post work good in Dark Horse Rising Up. So I'll make sure that the ones that I personally use are posted in the video below. So that is how you get a host to post from directly messaging people. Another way that I kill it with host to post is by posting on my wall, hey, I'm giving away this. Like, I'll say, hey, I'm giving away keto coffee, who wants in? Or I'm giving away, yeah, I'll post it below, Colleen. Or I'll say, I'm giving away free product, or $50 in free product, do you want in? People will start dropping likes below. They'll start commenting. They'll start doing whatever. Some people will even message me. I'll put it in my story too. And at that point, I'll just literally send them, say, hey girl, you commented or you reacted just in time. All I'm going to do is send you a post to copy and paste to your wall. And then depending on who I sign from it, I'll send you some free stuff. How's that sound? So I'll say something like that, okay? So posting on your wall saying I'm giving free product is really good, especially if you're having like a party or something going on. Utilizing your parties are huge. Like, I know sometimes we have the online parties where we give away free product, and that's your leaders giving away the free product. Utilize that. Get out as many host to posts that you can and send them invites to this party, because what's going to happen is they're not only going to see the post that you're sending out to them, they're going to get to know the product that you're telling them that you're giving away. Plus, they're going to go and watch that party. So you're going to get potential loyal customers and potential distributors just by having them do a host to post. So I would put them on your potential loyal customer list. Eventually, you know, you can ask them if they want to be a distributor, if they want to, you know, order some free order some product or whatever. So that's the way that I do that. I utilize my parties a lot, like a lot. I will write to someone and I will say, hey, I'm having an online party where I'm giving away tons of freebies. Do you want the invite? Once they say, yeah, then I'll be like, okay, all I'm going to do is send you a post, and then I can send you the invite, okay? And then 9 times out of 10, they say, yep, let's do this. And then they ended up watching the party, and they end up getting back to me and saying that they want to be a loyal customer or a distributor anyways. Okay, so making sure that you're doing that. The third way that I get, that I use host to post and I get host to post out there is by when someone does a host to post for me from A or B, I will write to anyone who comments or likes on that post that was sent out, and I will, whether they become a loyal customer, a distributor, whether they don't buy, whether they don't have the money right now, I don't care whether they do any of those things, okay? I still ask them if they want to do a host to post for me. So I'll say, okay, if they say I have no money, okay, great. Well, I have a way that you can try some free product. Do you want to do it? Boom, right there, you get another host to post. And then say they say, okay, well, I'm gonna order. They order from you right then. Okay, while you're waiting, do you want to try for some free product? Same with the only time that I don't ever make them do a host post is if they say they're gonna sign up with a distributor, as a distributor, and they give you a date. If they give you a date, do not get them to do another host post, because you're taking potentials away from them, and you don't want to take potentials away from them. You want them to be able to work their page. Other than that, get those host to posts out there. One host to post can literally turn into 20 to 30 host to posts easily, like so quickly. And you never know who you're going to be talking to and ask if they want to do a host post, and it's going to be like people surrounding this post like crazy. It's gonna be insane. So you might be nervous to ask someone might have said, oh no, I don't want the product, or I don't want this. You don't know whether they're just saying that because they don't have the money right now. That's fine. Ask them to do a host to post. They might just not have the money, and they might want free product. So doing that is great. Utilize your parties. I always message every single person who comments or likes on these host to posts. And how I organize my host to posts is by putting, hold on, let me look. Sorry. I have a specific notebook for my host to post because I have so many, but you don't have to have a separate notebook. You can do it in your regular notebook, but you need to organize them, because if you don't, you're going to lose track and you're going to have no idea how to follow up with these potentials. So make sure you're organizing by putting the person that hosted for you. If you want to put the date, go for it. Totally up to you. I know some people do, some people don't. Putting the person who hosted the post for you, and then drawing an arrow or having a second column where you write all of the potentials that you get from that. I like to put next to my person that hosted for me whether they did one for distributors or whether they did one for loyal customers. Just because I want to be able to say, okay, I'm following up with distributors today. So not just going by my 100s list, but also going by my host to post list. I can go right down the list and say, okay, this was a post for distributors. Okay, this was a post for loyal customers. If it was a loyal customer if it was a loyal customer post, and one of the people that I was going to get as a loyal customer but ended up being a potential distributor, and I've put them in my 100s list already, then I'll just go down my 100 list. But being able to organize your host to post is a huge deal. And one of the biggest tips that I can give you, and I've seen this happen a lot, and so I want to get it out there before it even starts, before you even go and start doing your host to post today. Before you even start your host to post, go to your Facebook. Make sure that you have to approve anything that gets posted on your wall, whether it be tagged or posted directly on your wall. You should be doing that anyways, just because you are running a business now and you don't want people posting random stuff, and random strangers could post something that's not good to put on your wall for the business. But make sure that you put it that you have to approve anyone who tags you to go to your wall. And then what you do is at the top of your Facebook, and I'll screenshot my Facebook and I'll show you what I'm talking about. There'll be a number underneath your picture that is how many pending approvals you have for people who have tagged you in post. What you're going to do is you're going to make it so that you have to approve it, so that all your host posts go right there. Anytime you want to go back and look on a host post or check on a host post, you can just click on that number. Go to your Facebook wall, click on the number, and it'll say whatever the number, pending post. Click on the number and all your host posts will be right there. I have like 200 and something host posts, so it's so much easier to keep track of them that way. Writing them down in your notebook, yes, of course, absolutely do that. But making sure that you have them in one spot on your Facebook, so you're not having to go to someone's Facebook, creep through their stuff, find the host post. Sometimes it won't show you things that you're tagged in on their Facebook. Sometimes this person might post 50 million times a day and you have to go through hundreds of posts before you get to your host post. This is a quick, simple way to get back to your host post. Check on who's liked on it, check on who's commented, who hasn't messaged you back. And one more thing before I let you go. When you have people who comment or like on a host post and you're going to write them, 9 times out of 10, your message is going to go into their filtered messages. So they're not going to get your message, sometimes for months. I had this happen to me when I first started. I didn't realize that I needed to do something more. It takes 2 seconds to do this, but what I usually do is anyone who commented or liked on it, whether they commented or liked, if they commented on it, underneath their comment, I will tag their name. It will allow you to tag their name. You have to put the little @ symbol and then their name, and then it should come up with all of it. So I just put their name and I say, I sent you a message, or check your inbox, or something like that, just to get their attention on Facebook, because their messenger might be all messed up and have a ton of filtered messages from you. When you are talking to people, like when you send a message to people who liked on it, don't be afraid to just tag the people in a comment underneath it and say, hey, I sent you a message. Just because they didn't comment on it and they liked on it doesn't mean you can't send them a message, and doesn't mean that you can't tag them, okay? So don't be afraid to do that, because a lot of people, they are interested if they like it. Your message goes into filtered and then they never see it. So make sure you're doing that. Otherwise, people are not going to respond to you, and host to post is useless, let's be honest, if you don't do that. So I'm going to get off here, but hope you guys learned something new about host post and go utilize it. Host post is where it's at when it comes to volume. It is huge for volume. A lot of people on your Facebook won't just buy randomly. There's a lot of people that will not. But you can get them to do a host post. That doesn't mean that they won't post on your wall for them. And then you can utilize their network. You're not just tapping into your own network. You're tapping into someone else's network and using all their friends. So you might only have, 300 friends on your Facebook, or like me, I have 5,000 friends on my Facebook. I've almost reached all of my 5,000 friends, but I'm tapping into other people's network just by doing host to post. So this is huge, 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 huge. So make sure that you are getting on doing host to post every single day. I personally try to get out at least 10. 25 is my ultimate goal every single day, but at least 10 every single day. Those 10 you can turn into 30 easily. So I'll leave you guys with that. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments, and I will make sure that I post the host to post ideas, and I'll post a picture of my Facebook wall so that you can see where my host to posts go.